There comes a moment in every person's life when the clock is ticking. The chance is right in front of them, and the only thing between them and the life they want is a decision. I'm not talking about small choices, like what shirt to wear or what to eat for dinner. I'm talking about the kind of decision that will rewrite your story. The kind that turns an average life into a legend or leaves you wondering, for the rest of your days, what could have been? You've seen it. That friend who had a brilliant business idea, but wasn't ready yet. That coworker who had the chance to take a risk that could have changed everything, but chose to wait for the right time. And now, years later, they're still waiting. Their life didn't get worse by one big mistake. It got worse by 1,000 tiny hesitations. The truth is harsh. Hesitation kills dreams. It doesn't shoot them dead in a dramatic moment. It starves them quietly. It whispers, "Think about it a little longer." It feeds you the illusion that you're being careful, when in reality, you're letting opportunities expire. You think you're avoiding risk, but you're actually choosing the biggest risk of all, living a life of regret. The people who break free from the crowd have one thing in common. They decide fast. They don't sit around waiting for a perfect plan. They choose, they commit, and they move. And while the rest of the world is still thinking, they're already 3 steps ahead, collecting the rewards. Look at the story of Henry Ford. Every expert told him, "Change the Model T, it's outdated." Customers begged for something new. But Ford had made his decision, and he wasn't about to bend just because the noise got louder. That stubbornness, what some called arrogance, made him one of the richest men in the world. Did he wait too long? Maybe, but he made a fortune before change became necessary. Compare that to the person who changes their mind every time someone disagrees with them. That person never builds anything lasting because they never stand on their own ground. And that's the trap most people live in. They let other people's opinions run their life. A friend says, "That'll never work." A relative laughs at their dream. A stranger on social media leaves a sarcastic comment. And suddenly, the dream feels smaller. Opinions are cheap, everyone's got them. And most are worth less than the breath it took to say them. But if you build your decisions on the opinions of others, you're building your house on sand. The greatest decision you can make for yourself is this: from this moment on, my future belongs to my judgment. I will listen to advice from those who have achieved what I want, but I will never let the doubts of the unqualified dictate my actions. This isn't just philosophy. It's a survival skill. The business world, the creative world, even the sports world, it's full of people who got beaten to their own idea because they talked too much, moved too slow, or let someone else's doubts become their own. While they were waiting for the perfect moment, someone else acted. And history remembers the one who acted. If you want to win, you need to guard your vision like a treasure. Not everyone gets to hear your plans. Share them only with people who will protect them, fuel them, and hold you accountable. Even then, choose carefully. Some of the deepest cuts come from the people closest to you, not because they hate you, but because they can't see what you see. You have to train yourself to listen more than you speak. There's a reason the most powerful people in any room often say the least. Every word you speak reveals your thinking. Every plan you share invites interference. And the more you talk, the less you act. So keep your ears open for information, your eyes open for opportunities, and your mouth closed until it's time to move. Because here's the reality. Opportunities have an expiration date. They don't wait for you to feel ready. They don't care if you're scared. They appear and they move on to someone else who is willing to decide and act. The world is not going to reward your intentions. It's not going to clap for your potential. It only rewards execution. It only respects results. The man who decides fast, commits deeply, and acts boldly will bend life in his favor. Everyone else will watch and wonder how he did it. So the next time you're faced with a choice that could change everything, don't hide behind hesitation. Decide, act, adjust as you go. Because the people who hesitate are already losing to the ones who don't. And in this game, there is no pause button. Imagine this. Somewhere right now, someone is making a decision that will completely transform their life. Within the next 12 months, they will step into opportunities others will never see. Not because they were smarter, richer, or more connected, but because they decided without hesitation. That one decision will set a chain reaction in motion, attracting people, resources, and circumstances that seem almost magical. Meanwhile, someone else, perhaps with even more talent and potential, will watch their chance slip away because they waited, doubted, or asked one too many people for advice. This is the razor-thin line between the wealthy and the struggling, between those who write their own story and those who live in someone else's. We must understand that opportunities are not patient. They will not wait for you to finish overthinking, to check what your neighbors might say, or to see if your friends approve. Opportunity knocks once, and it knocks fast. If you do not answer with a firm decision, it simply moves to the next door. Those who master the habit of decisive action seem to live in a different world. A world where doors open, deals close, and results come faster than anyone thinks possible. But that world is not built on luck. It's built on the discipline of choice. The truth is, most people secretly know what they should do. The challenge is not lack of information. It is the fear of being wrong, the fear of embarrassment, or the fear of regret. That fear turns into hesitation, and hesitation is the silent assassin of dreams. Every time you delay a decision, you invite confusion, distraction, and doubt into your life. They come dressed as reasonable caution, but they are nothing more than thieves of momentum. You must train yourself to treat decisions like a muscle. The more often you make them, the stronger and faster you get. At first, it may feel uncomfortable, even risky. But over time, you'll discover that your ability to decide quickly and wisely becomes a superpower. This is not recklessness, it is clarity. When your mind is trained to focus on your goals, your decisions become sharper and your confidence grows. Confidence is not built by thinking about action. It is built by taking it. Consider this. The most successful people in history were often criticized for being stubborn. But stubbornness in the pursuit of a clear vision is a compliment, not an insult. The world will always tell you to change course when your path makes them uncomfortable, or when it challenges their idea of what is possible. If you change directions every time someone frowns at your plan, you are not leading, you are following their fear. And there is no fortune in following fear. This is why it's crucial to protect your decision-making process from outside noise. If you tell the wrong person about your plans too soon, they will poison your vision with their doubts, their failed experiences, and their small thinking. It's not because they hate you, it's because your ambition reminds them of what they have not done. Their advice will sound logical, even caring, but it will be coated in limitation. This is why your circle must be intentional. Share your vision only with those whose belief in you is unshakable. Those who will challenge you to go bigger, not smaller. Silence in this case is not weakness, it is strategy. There is a reason the most effective leaders listen more than they speak. Every unnecessary word is a clue for someone else to copy your plan, to beat you to the market, or to undermine your efforts before they even begin. You must discipline yourself to keep your eyes open, your ears sharp, and your mouth closed until your actions have spoken for you. Remember, in business and in life, whispers are fragile, but results are undeniable. And here's the golden truth. People respect action far more than they respect ideas. An idea in your head impresses no one. A decision executed with precision, however, inspires trust, attracts allies, and demands respect. When you show results, even your critics are forced into silence. So decide now that your proof will be in your results, not in your explanations. There will be moments when deciding feels like a leap into the unknown. That's exactly why so few do it, and exactly why those who do are remembered. The risk is real, but so is the reward. Your future will not be shaped by the decisions you delayed, but by the ones you made when the outcome was uncertain, yet your vision was clear. So the next time life places a choice in front of you, whether it's a career move, an investment, a partnership, or a bold new idea, remember this. The cost of hesitation is always greater than the cost of a wrong turn. You can recover from mistakes. You cannot recover from the chances you never took. Decide, act, adjust as you go. That's how fortunes are made, and that's how lives are transformed. You may think that indecision is harmless, a small hesitation, a pause before you act. But I tell you, indecision is a silent thief that robs you of your life one choice at a time. It does not come with a warning. It does not shout. It whispers. It distracts you with comfort, convinces you to wait until the right moment, and slowly kills the fire that once burned in you. You do not lose your dream overnight. You lose it in tiny delays, one postponed decision after another. History is full of men and women who mastered the art of decisiveness, and it is also full of those who could have been legends, but vanished into obscurity because they hesitated. Imagine an ocean wave building strength. This is opportunity. If you stand frozen, if you debate too long, the wave will crash, and you will be left on the shore, wondering what might have been. The world does not reward hesitation. It rewards action. Not reckless action, but decisive action. Now, some people confuse decisiveness with stubbornness. They are not the same. Decisiveness means having the courage to commit to a path after careful thought. It is the ability to stand by your decision when distractions and doubts try to pull you away. Stubbornness, on the other hand, is holding to a choice out of pride, even when you know it's wrong. The difference? Decisiveness is powered by clarity. Stubbornness is powered by ego. If you want to experience the power of definiteness, start small. Train yourself to decide quickly on everyday matters. What to wear, what to eat, which tasks to do first. Stop wasting mental energy on endless choices. Decision-making is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And when life throws you a high-stakes moment, you'll be ready. You'll have the habit of clarity and the courage to commit. In business, indecision is a slow death. I've seen men lose fortunes not because they lacked money, but because they lacked decision. An idea without action is worthless. The marketplace rewards those who move fast, adapt, and stay committed. Ask any successful entrepreneur. Speed matters. They understand that the perfect moment rarely exists. You create it by acting now. But what if you make the wrong decision? This is where fear stops most people. They wait, hoping for certainty. They research endlessly, consult dozens of people, and in the process, the opportunity is gone. Here is the truth. Wrong decisions can be corrected. Inaction cannot. A wrong step still moves you forward, teaches you, sharpens you. Inaction leaves you standing in the same place while the world moves on without you. Think of Thomas Edison. Thousands of experiments failed before the light bulb shone. Imagine if he had waited until he was sure it would work. The world might have waited decades for electric light. His definiteness was not in knowing. He would succeed. It was in knowing. He would not quit until he did. That is the essence of power, deciding that no matter what happens, you will keep moving toward your aim. The power of definiteness is magnetic. People are drawn to those who know what they want and are committed to achieving it. Such people inspire confidence in investors, loyalty in employees, and respect from competitors. When you walk into a room with clarity in your eyes and conviction in your voice, the world feels it. Opportunities flow toward you because certainty is rare, and rare things are valuable. If you struggle with indecision, it is time to ask yourself hard questions. What are you afraid of losing? What comfort are you clinging to? Often, indecision hides behind excuses. I need more time. I need more information. But deep down, it is fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of regret. The irony? The only real regret comes from not trying. The pain of discipline is temporary. The pain of inaction lasts forever. Make a pact with yourself today. No more drifting, no more waiting for someday. Someday is a myth. Life is happening now. If there's a decision you've been putting off, make it. If there's a path you've been afraid to walk, step onto it. You will never have all the answers, but you have enough to begin. Remember, every great achievement in history began with a decision sometimes. A decision no one else understood at the time. The Wright brothers decided to fly when the world laughed at the idea. Abraham Lincoln decided to preserve the Union when it was tearing itself apart. Steve Jobs decided to put a computer in the hands of every day people when most thought it was unnecessary. They were not always right from the start, but they were right to start. You can choose today to be among the few who decide and act, or among the many who hesitate and watch life pass by. Your future self is waiting, and it will thank you or blame you for the choices you make now. Decide boldly, act with conviction, and adjust along the way. The world belongs to those who move, because in the end, life will not ask how long you thought about it. It will ask, did you do it? Your life changes the moment you decide it must.